Okay, third try. Let's see if now works because this is not working for me today and I'm getting very anxious. Okay, so let's go. Last Monday I had the same issue and I didn't see anybody. So I hope that this Monday doesn't happen the same, because I do have a great guest that you want to hear everything about it, okay? So I wanted to tell you that I'm so happy that you are watching, you are just swinging by, you're saying hi, and then you are sending me tons of DMs, asking questions and asking all type of things. I'm very happy, and I told you that this platform is for all of us to share work and to share everything we do. And obviously to see what are you doing now, what are you gonna do next, and to connect with other people. What I was telling before is that on my IGTV, I have all the videos right now from all the people that I'm having in this little platform. And they know and they say and they talk about tons of things. And basically your question is, can I connect with them? I suggest that you watch these videos and you see what they want, how they work, and what do they need. And it's gonna be way easier for you to connect with all these people, okay? Another question that I was speaking about is what I'm wearing. I love fashion, I always did. I think it's a great compliment, it makes you feel great, even if you have a horrible day, you know, that most of us some days happen to be really bad. I do have some sponsors in this little space that I'm very thankful for. And one of them is Fabletics. I was wearing my blue hoodie the other day, was from Fabletics. The jacket is from Pretty Little Things. I work with them every month. They have beautiful things. And I don't have a discount code. That's another question. But they do have sales on their website, so you can check them out every single time. Also, this jacket today is Addison Parker, so if you need to know. And necklace from Zephyr, and also this beautiful quartz necklace is from our guest today, Alessandra Defacio. Besides working, besides paying attention to our career, besides everything we do, there is something very important that I learned really hard and really harsh way last year, and it was about health. What's going on with health? Usually when you focus or you ask for things and you are like, okay, what I would dream about, what I would like, you always dream with money, you always dream with fame, you always dream with J-Lo's closet. Yeah, of course, why not? Or her face, or her skin, whatever. But you know what? We always forget about health. And I learned it really, really well, because when you do not have your health, there is nothing else you can do. Like, I stopped dancing, I stopped acting, I stopped living my life, I stopped being very happy, I stopped being funny, I was an asshole, and I'm sorry the word, but I was so miserable and I was in pain for so long that, of course, no job's gonna come, nobody's gonna hire you, and if you keep your husband or your boyfriend, lucky you. But it's also very hard. So lucky me, I met Alessandra Defacio a few years back, and in a lift, in a lift, I was coming from a spa building, and she owned a spa over there in the same place, and we started talking about her necklaces. She had beautiful necklaces, and I told her, hey, let's connect, let's work, whatever, collaborate. And of course, she emailed me, and we started a collaboration because she's a healer. She's a wonderful, peaceful woman. I do love how she takes care of everybody. She just loves everybody, and her energy and her good manners. And when you put yourself in her hands, you are in good hands. You know that you're safe, you feel safe, and you feel that things are gonna get much better. This May, I was still having post-COVID symptoms. It was just a disaster. My stomach was still swollen. I couldn't eat well. I was really getting very skinny and very unhealthy, obviously. And most important thing, I was miserable. I was very unhappy, and I thought my life was gonna continue in that situation forever. So I was very sad, and I called Alex and I told her, I don't feel well. This is not going away. This is not happening. I don't even know what to do anymore. Doctors tested me everything, and everything was fine. Ridiculous, but everything was fine with me. And Alex expressed her concerns, and she told me, Vanessa, I think that's just energetic. You're doing something that is not right now. And I was like, oh my God, it's my fault. Like, am I doing this to me? Well, I do believe that, you gotta be responsible for the actions and the choices that you make in your life. And most of our actions and choices, sometimes they're not that right, even if we think they are. Sometimes we don't stop and we don't think. Sometimes we don't take the time to relax. And I feel guilty every time that I sit in my sofa, unless I'm sick. If I'm sick, it's like, okay, I'm sick, there's nothing I can do. But if I'm okay and I sit down and I watch a movie, I'm like, I should be writing someone. I should be studying my accent, my acting, the gym. Yeah, that's how I push myself every single time for so many years that you don't even want to know. That has been me for so long. And I guess after all this time that I didn't stop and relax and have fun, my body just told me, okay, now we're gonna stop, and now we're gonna do things different, completely different, and you're really gonna learn that lesson. And it took me a while, a long while, to understand that even sick, I kept on pushing, and I kept on doing everything to forget that I wasn't supposed to be doing that. So I got worse and worse and worse. And the reality is that it was really stupid. Like, I wasn't responsible for what I was doing. And it was sad, it was sad. So it took me a while to understand that. And I really love when people find what's going on with you, when people get to know a little bit of you, and they get to understand what you're doing wrong. And I think we all need a little bit of help, a few tips here and there for our weeks and our months and our years to have a long pause and relax and feel that we deserve it, and that we are worth it, and that we can do that, and we still can success, and we still can be happy, right? We can allow ourselves to have a wonderful time, and we can allow ourselves to make money, and we can allow ourselves to meet friends, have a coffee, and we don't have to run to something else because we need to make money or we need to survive. And I think this survival mode, this stressful survival mode, is killing most of us, is really hurting us, and it's really hurting relationships and friendships and all types of things. And I'm telling you this because I went through it. If not, I guess I would be still running like crazy. And sometimes I have to stop and look at myself, look inside and say, are you pushing yourself today? Yes, you are, as always. Yeah, of course you are. This little thing that won't stop. But that's why I want to tell all of you that, you need to really focus on your things. I'm looking for Alessandra to see if she's here. But Alexandra is not here yet, so I don't know when she's gonna connect to her live Instagram. It's okay, we can wait for her. I guess she knows what she's doing. The other day, Kathy was super stressed and she did amazing. So I hope Alex jumps in very soon. She owns a little beautiful spa in Midtown, where it's her studio is just so peaceful and so amazing, and it feels like you could live there in that little space because it has a great energy, fantastic energy, and she knows what she's doing for real. And I'm very happy that I got to become her friend as well, because funny thing is I'm helping female entrepreneurs in their businesses. They are helping me as well. And also, and most important, they are becoming my friends. And that is, I don't know, I don't have any words to really say how grateful I am to have these people in my life. It is really wonderful. And I'm still having the same issues as I told you before. Same issues. I don't see anybody. They still have the black box in here. Interesting. Very interesting. Amazing. I don't see Alex here, so I don't know if my Instagram live is working or not. I don't see anybody of you. I don't see anybody. I don't see anything. And, you know, I'm smiling, but really inside, I'm very mad. Super mad. Found Alex. I found Alex. Let's see if she can jump in. Hey! Alex, I need to do something with this stupid live thing because I have a black box telling me your followers. I'm telling your followers that you started the conversation. I've been here for 10 minutes already. I'm talking and I don't see anybody. I don't see anything. So it's okay. It's okay. I don't know what's going on. You know, this is my 4th live. Everything went great till now, but we're gonna be calm and we're gonna record this and it's gonna be amazing. And then we're gonna watch it and we're gonna laugh at me, of course. Thank you so much for sharing your time with this live Instagram that we don't see anybody, but I hope they see us and they listen to us.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, so you know, I'm wearing your course.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I took it to the beach.
Yeah. Just to center yourself, put your intention there every day. That's a reminder. Yes.
Totally. Well, Alex, please introduce a little bit yourself about what you do and what you're so great at.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Alessandra Defacio. I am the founder of Green Star Wellness NYC here in Nova York. In New York, sorry, I speak in Portuguese a little bit sometimes. And I have a practice that's very unique because I work with the body, mind, and soul. I born a shaman. I since I was a child, I always was very connected to nature. My family is from Brazil. Half of my family is indigenous, and half of my family is from European. From my father's side, they are Italians. But for many years was, you know, many years, like since 1970s, was the indigenous was not be able to express themselves because it was wrong from the time. And of course, like everybody else, has a lot of suppressing emotions on that. And since I was a child, I was very sensitive to energies and people, and I always knew how to read bodies. The body talks to me somehow. When I introduce myself, I connect to you, I really connect to you. So when I moved here in 2000, I moved here in 1997. It was just for me to escape from that patriarchal way and be able to be myself, because I didn't find inspired to go to college. I studied psychology for a while, and then I stopped. I worked with kids for a while. Then I studied Chantala massage for babies. That's when all the creativity and all the energy starts to move through my body. And then I work in this beautiful school in Brazil that's more like alternative school. You work with nature, you learning methods, work with nature. It was super fantastic. And then when I moved here, was my time for me to research and tap into myself. And then the moment I stepped here, I did a Feng Shui professional program. I worked in houses first, doing harmonizing the houses, painting, stuff like that. But my true love is people. I born to work with humanity. I born to give my attention to humanity. And I love to be with people. I love to be one-one. I love to do circles. So Green Star start 10 years ago, and the beginning to be the invitation, because that time not so many people was talking about energy work, but everybody in New York had a problem with digestive issues, no? So, and I said, okay, the digestive issues is connected to the solar plexus. The digestive issues is connected to what I've been suppressing in my core, in my gut voice. And New York is a place for that. Everybody doesn't have time to sit in the toilet. Everybody doesn't have time to do anything. Everybody goes, because everybody has to go, have to make money, have to survive. Always on a, on a sympathetic nervous system. So, and then I investigate a little bit more about the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. And I found a very amazing teacher that he teach me doing colon hydrotherapy. And the way I work with you, with your body. Your body tells me how much water put in, how much water to release. So it's very different because I don't force anything. I go in your flow. And more you be in your flow, more your body relax and release. No? And then I start with colon hydrotherapy, but always I believe it's not just one thing, one element. It's not just the physical body. When you start to have undigested issues, that comes from your emotional part that you're being neglected and you're not looking at. Why sometimes it's very hard to change our diet? Because sugar, alcohol, all these goodies, that's nourishing us. Especially if you go like working 10 hours a day. When you get home, what do you want to do? Something that's going to nourish your body. And as a child, what we learn, sweets, carbs, of course, later on, alcohol, that's what relaxes our body, And even though you want to make change, sometimes it's hard because it's a mental change. You have to do feeling. It's on a feeling. You be ready to make it your change when you really feels that, oh my God, I'm already on the bottom and nothing works here. When you feel the disappointment, when you feel the pain, when you feel that you try going to doctors and you try to find what your problem is and nobody has answer, it's not in the physical, it's on emotional, an emotional body, And then 10 years ago, I started doing a deep journey. I started going to Amazon and connect to native there because that's my root. And I went to the Amazon, to the Peruvian side, and was my best when I started to communicate with them and be and see how they're doing, how they live their lives, and how this community is so important. New York is a very big city, can be a beautiful, but at the same time, we are so isolated to each other, because we have so much stuff to do. You don't have time to get together. And that's another thing. When you're alone, when you feel alone, it's so hard for us to tap into ourselves because always we feel abandoned or not feeding it, or sometimes you just go to the work because it's a way for us to distract ourselves. And then when I was in Amazon, I experienced this beautiful journey for 20 days, eating their food and doing the ceremonies, not just psychedelics, but also I did more plants medicine. And all the time I was working with the plants, I asked the plants, bring me your wisdom for me to bring it to the city. That's what I asked for. In the last day, I had this attunement with my shaman that I knew since I was a little child. I saw his vision. He came to me and he said, today you've been receiving your attunement for your work and you're ready to work. The moment I came back to New York, I started speaking languages. and the languages that comes from the center of the Amazon, and that's from my ancestors. And then other families start to come together, intraterrestrials, and later on, through the pandemic, I was invited to this course, and I start with multidimensional healers from Arcturians and Syrians and avians, all these extraterrestrials. So my work is feel your feeling, tap into your body, and guide you. I'm not healing you. You tell me through breath, through drumming, through consciousness. So one thing that I tell everybody is to do, tap into your thymus, very gentle, to access to the consciousness. We sit everything here. So I tap every morning for immune system, especially now in this time with COVID, so you can activate your immune system, just tapping, and tell your body, whatever your mind goes, your body follow, always. And when you're not in a good place, because sometimes we can really absorb, especially when we're sleeping, a lot of collected ideas and feelings. The morphic field of the planet is very dense right now, and gonna be for a while, because it's a lot of people grieving, it's a lot of loss.
Mm-hmm.
Not people just, yeah. You can say some things, Vanessa, about that. So yes, a lot of people is being like, so many losses that we had, and we didn't, believe me, we didn't have the time to grieve. Mm-hmm. And the part of healing our body is feel the uncomfortable part of us, the sadness, the weakness, the you know, the pain, like
being terrified.
We're terrified. And sometimes when you're terrified, what we do, you shut down, mm-hmm. because you don't want to feel. So when you come to me, we tap into all that and into your digest system. When Vanessa started to having her problem, she went to the doctors, and the doctor always looked to her like she was crazy. No, Vanessa, you can tell about that. Everybody like, you don't have nothing. Look at you. Perfect.
Yeah. Everything looks perfect. And I was like, I still feel the same. My stomach is swelling and I feel horrible. So yeah.
Yeah. And then they ask, what have you been eating? And they try to put it like antacid in the body. Antacid is not going to do anything for you, you know, until you don't take responsibility to yourself, to look to yourself and say, okay, the pain that I have in my stomach, the way I've been eating or the way I'm doing things is not aligned with myself, with my divine self. So my work, I work with body, mind, and soul. And the first time when they come to me, even though if they want to do lymphatic drainage, because now everybody needs lymphatic drainage because of the vaccination, because that's being really creates so much mucus into the skin because the inflammation from the vaccine. I'm sorry to say that, but that's true. I see a lot of people since they took the vaccine. I see a lot of people, they have swelling in their arms. They have like their glands being inflamed. And for people that cannot have the vaccine, because some people have so many other autoimmune diseases that they cannot have the vaccine, because the vaccine, we don't know what is in there. And that's super strong. So some people did well, some people don't. I see clients every single day. But again, we need to tap to the energetic field first, because when you have the consciousness, we can heal our body much faster. And that's why I combine the colonic with lymphatic drainage, or sometimes I combine colonic with shamanic healing, because that's the only way for you to heal all the bodies. We are not just one body. We have emotional body, psychological body. No, we have energetic body, physical body. We have ethereal body, and we have spiritual body. So if you don't tap and align all these bodies, your chakras, your centers are completely off. And to be centered, you have to recognize that you are perfect. You are perfect. And that's my work. I don't heal anybody. Everybody who comes here who wants to be healed themselves. And they just, what they need is they need the tools to get what you want to be. So when I met Vanessa, she wants that. She said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm eating right. I'm doing everything. I'm exercise. I do my positive things. I do my mantra. I do my meditation. And what's wrong with me? But that in the depth inside, that it was part of herself that was neglected. And she knows. In the moment that she was be able to feel the uncomfortable part of herself, she was be able to heal. Tell a little bit that, Vanessa, when you have to stop everything and be with you and be in that moment. Like, nobody wants to be in that stillness because it's painful.
It is funny. Sorry. It is funny how we lie to ourselves and
Yeah,
how we think that we are okay, but then
yeah,
we're feeling weird, totally against what we're thinking. And of course, I was thinking, no, it's going okay. I'm making my money. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But deep inside, I was very upset and unhappy, and my mind was trying to fix everything. And that's when I felt there is a disconnection between my heart and my mind. And usually when your heart asks for more unhappiness, and your body is going to ask for more of that, if you don't start teaching them the contrary, that you can also feed them something
yeah,
else. And that's something that we don't understand. We only think that our mind is who drive us, but our heart, the way we feel, that is what really drive us and connects with our mind. And that's a lot of, it takes a lot of thinking, it takes a lot of work to understand it, because not everybody believes or not everybody agrees with that. But I have learned that when I was happy before, because I was dancing, I was doing things, it was, I was unconscious. I wasn't really conscious about my situation. And then when I got worse, because I was frustrated, I was upset, I didn't like whatever I didn't like in the society, I was feeling unhappy, more and more unhappy. And that's when my mind was like, no, you're okay, you're okay. Suppressing.
suppressing. Exactly. And allow yourself to feel your pain is so important. When everybody comes to my room, I always give some aromatherapy. I think it's so important for us to learn to breathe, because breath is life force energy. And the moment you take a moment to breathe and put your hand into your heart, into your core, and say to your body, I see you, I feel you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Because all the feelings that we had is just as protection.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you don't look to the part, you continue neglecting yourself, your body is going to screaming to you. And the form of your body screaming at you is through pain. That is not enough. But we need to learn the language of our bodies. And again, it's very individual. Everybody has your own, you know. But for you to listen to that, you need to be in stillness. You need to give it to yourself a permission to sit down for 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes. You can put even the timer there to breathe. Breathe into your body. Even if you're like, what am I breathing for? You're going to see your mind is going to go crazy, but keep breathing. And then ask your hand, go to the place in my body that needs help. Believe me, your hand knows, go exactly the place that you need to be to see. And then the moment you anchor your hand into your body, oh, I need this. I need that. I need to be whole. I need that space. I need that container that I can express myself. And more you do, more you connect to yourself. But when you don't, you create, like, you believe that you don't have time and you're going to spinning. You disconnect it. You disconnect from your source. You disconnect from everything. And everything doesn't make sense anymore. Even if you're in a job that you love, even if you're making money, even if you have the time, even if you have a beautiful, comfortable life, if you're not connected to yourself, you're not going to be fulfilled. And
Yeah.
that's the work here. The working now, especially after this big pandemic, is for us to connect to ourselves and be kind to ourselves. So that's the balance of the feminine energy in us. We have both have men. I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about qualities. You know, our feminine to be balanced, she has to be nurtured, joyful, you know, childlike, creative. That's the feminine energy. The masculine energy, when it's balanced, is is courageous, drive, passion, loyal, being loyal to yourself, you know, protective, when you know how to put boundaries. So that's the masculine energy. So when you balance these two energies in yourself and you create this sacred union in yourself, you align and everything subsides. The pain, the gas, the constipation, the headache in your head, the joints. What is joint pain? Joint pain is not be flexible for change. And the world is forcing us to change right now.
To adapt ourselves every day.
It's not going to be the same. It's not the same already. And it's not going to be, we have, sorry to say, but we have more 3 years for us to working ourselves because the new guy is there. New earth is there. Our earth energetically is already on the 5th dimension. Everybody's keeping like, what's the 5th dimension? It's nothing that you're going to see with your eyes. That is frequencies. That's the time for the scientists. That's the time for the neuroscience. Is our frequency, our energy. If you have that aligned, you don't get sick. And you don't get older either. You look younger, vibrant, happy, like a child. And that's the way it's supposed to be. But for this, you have to do the work. Your work is sit down and do nothing. Give a permission to yourself to do nothing. Only 10 minutes. Or you start to doing this when you have your free time, weekends. I never in my life, I give a permission to myself to take a nap. And now days I take a nap. I learned to take a nap, even for now, like half an hour, you know? And something that I did in my childhood. And that is so loving. If you don't want to do that, you can make like a beautiful bath and you can go and immerse in yourself for 20 minutes. Self-care is our only pathway for self. That is not another way. And with the simple things, like you do for everybody, but do for yourself. Create like a beautiful cup of tea for yourself. Make a very nice green for yourself. When you do your face, when you do your hair, for you. That's for you. That's for you, for your soul. Because when you take care of yourself, you take care of your garden, all the butterflies come in. All the hummingbirds.
Beautiful line.
I love that. I love it to be a beautiful garden that everybody can come and wants to be around me. And that's where your energy expands. When you feel good about yourself, not just show, but for yourself. All the time when I believe when I started going to the gym, I have one pause in my life that I was so stressful and I was disconnected to myself because that happens. And I sit down and I say to myself, I tap into my kindness and say to myself, honey, what make you happy today? That's my question every morning when I wake up in the morning. And then I heard my body needs to move. When my body doesn't move, I don't feel the same. So I pick up my beautiful outfit, the more beautiful fitness fit that I had. I put in a chair nearby my bed and I say, no matter what, tomorrow morning you're going to dress nice and you go to the gym. Or you're going to your living room. For you.
For you. And Alex, what would you suggest to the artists out there to connect with their creativity? Because sometimes the stress, the rush, everything, when you get to an audition, you're like, and then it's like, oh, now I have to say my lines. And then you become a robot and you don't feel connected. So what would you suggest when we are in this crazy life and then you need to be creative to get the job?
Anchor your hand into your heart. Our heart has the most electromagnetic field, and they can teach you. And breathe here for 2 seconds. Just breathe here. And you ask yourself, what can I do to change these patterns that's been over me? You know, that's the first thing. Stop. You have to learn to stop. And then divine ideas will come. Maybe what you need a block and you need the crayons. You know, you need to be a child again. Or maybe you need just like a, you know, a journal. You start to list things that you like and things that you don't like, and compare how my life it is right now. You're more on a graphic that's do like or not liking. And oh my God, look what I've been doing to my, because the moment you put into the paper is a manifestation. You can see better, because if you keep in just, but I know. No, you don't know, because every 5 seconds, you know, is more thoughts come in. The end of the day, you have 5,000 to 7,000 thoughts a day. And that's a mantra. You keep in repeating, you know, your mantra. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this job. I don't like this. I don't like my body. I don't like this. I don't like this. That's a mantra, the negative, correct? So it's better to, again,
to think the positive. I do like this. I do love my audition. I'm gonna get cast.
exactly.
How do you give yourself permission? This is another one. This is a good one. How do you give yourself permission?
So to give yourself a permission, you just, again, I like, that's the way I do for myself. I anchor my hands in my body, because when I anchor my hands in my body, I'm not talking with my mind. I talk with my feelings. And that's what we need to align, is the feeling, because the mind always gonna create stories. The mind doesn't want to lose, you know. So stepping to your body, holding your body, you're gonna feel your feelings. Is your feelings.
Totally. And Alex, how people, oh sorry, did I cut you off? I thought I interrupted you. I thought you stopped.
No.
Goes a little slow. How people can get in touch with you, or when do you think they should get in touch with you?
I think first ask yourself, I'm ready to walk in to the new path, to have more consciousness. And you cannot do yourself. It doesn't have to be only me. It can be, I think it's important to have or a therapist or have someone that you trust. So let's say about me, it's just, it's important us to research. Go to my Instagram, look at my pictures, look what I say there, see if that resonates with you. And if that resonates with you, is your body telling you, go check it out, go there. That's the way I say, because sometimes if you don't resonate with me, there is so many professions out there. But looking, because we are very visual, and even Nessa, you have some posts that you gave receiving lymphatic and stuff. You can feel how to say, how sacred, not just sacred, but how healing it is, the therapy. So
I know. I do that. I do share. I do have tons of friends that they go through different paths and situations. And it's funny because what works for me, because I am ready to confront my situation, because you need to be ready to confront what's going on. It's not just about, oh, the doctor didn't heal me, or, oh, these pills didn't work out. Well, it is a little bit of everything. What are you doing? What are you thinking constantly for you not to get better? Because that's a fact. And neuroscience scientifics now, they are working on it, and we are learning much more. This is not just, oh, I'm gonna heal because I meditate. No, there is a lot of thoughts and a lot of chemistry that we're working on every day, that we have to converse into the right thing to do.
Yes.
But I do love your approach, that you all, every time I tell you, oh my God, this, I'm going to send you this friend, you are like, no, let them be ready. You do not send anyone, you do not tell anyone anything until they feel that they need the help. And that it's honesty. And
Yeah,
that is the approach that I love and that I think is the right thing to do. And that's why I admire you and I respect you so much,
thank
because
you.
of how you just give space, time, and everything to everybody and all the love in the world. And that is love is what runs should run the world. So we could be more generous and more empathetic. And
Yeah.
we need to learn to love ourselves first to really express that love better.
Mhm. Totally, totally. So my invitation is check with yourself if you're ready to change. And sometimes your body is not so ready. So that's the way I do. I need to do this. How can you inspire yourself? When you, for me, when I research a little bit, when I go and check, let me check this place, let it look like. And if that's resonate with me, I'm ready. I'm go check it out. Even you have to come here with any expectation, because I will read your energy and your body gonna talk to me. It's not your mind, your
And
body.
Alex, are you open to meet someone just because they want to talk to you and they do you do that as well?
Yes, for the talking, if they, what I've been doing, because especially now people is being very careful to leave their houses because for so long being isolated. I when they need, we can set up like a meeting, call meeting, and we can talk a little bit just for to see if they agree with them and if they feel good about it, and then they come in. Yes, I do that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Oh, we got
yeah, and the shamanic healing is so beautiful. People sometimes get scared because sometimes like, what is that? Shamanic healing is our connection with all, with the universe and with nature. And then, and when I tap into that place, you see, you're gonna bring your inner child again. Your inner child is gonna start to have a voice again. And our inner child, that's the part of ourselves that bring happiness, joy, creativity. So that all the tools for us to create something new, especially for people who want to transition in their career, uh, wants to heal some imbalance in the body. Because I don't like to say disease, I like to say imbalance, because we
That's
create
true.
in our body, you know. Disease never was there, we create imbalance.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment you know how to reverse that through creativity and love, so your body will follow, your body will heal, you know. But yes, if it's someone who wants to talk, yes, we can set up like a meeting call and we can talk. Yes, no problem at all. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Well, I know that you had like 30 minutes and we are over your time. I know there are so many beautiful subjects to speak with you. I always love to like listen to you and just, remind myself, okay, be positive, be positive. Come on, do better. Well, Alex, I don't know if you want to say something else or you just have 2 more minutes or
Say okay, back again, my business is about body, mind and soul. Okay, if you, that is, let's say if your body in that moment need more frequencies, energy for the physical body, then we can do with lymphatic, we can do with colonic, we can even looking a better structure, a better diet for you. You know, I work with the blood type diet. I have, or if a lot of people now, especially because the wine from the summer has a lot of SIBO, a lot of overgrown candida. That's what's more, especially because the food doesn't have so much nutrients right now. So to have that. So I have a very easy protocol to putting people on, and I have like my formula. I have I've been carrying this beautiful product that's not even mine. That's from the Chicks Raw. I want to show. This is a probiotic elixir. You have to drink just 2 ounces a day. That's
uh,
very kills all the parasites in the body, all the pathogens that's not there helping you. And I have also my formula that's very good for balancing the hormones and the colon, you know, like especially when you're too busy. So sometimes you need more ashwagandha for, you know, for the cortisol levels and stuff like that. So that is, I have all simple tips, nothing complicated, and I go with your pace. You're not going to do something that you're not going to run a marathon one day, correct? You have to create your stones, you know. But always when people comes in, most of the time I suggest the shamanic colonic or shamanic healing if you're not ready to do the colonic, because the shamanic healing is going to organizing all the light bodies in your body and all the structures, the chakras and meridians and organs. That's why I talk about shamanic colonic a lot, because you're gonna balance your body much faster than just on a physical level. Yeah.
Okay, Alex, thank you so much for all the tips, for all your generous time and knowledge, because you know a lot about our human body, mind, and soul, and energy, of course. We are all energy, and I do love your energy. It's so great.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very honored to speak and tell you a little bit about my contribution, because that's my contribution for humanity. That's what I love to do.
I know, I know. I know that, Alex, it's all about giving and sharing and helping. And, you know, we don't have a lot of people doing that. We need more. This is
That's
something
right.
amazing.
And everybody's coming to waking up. We need you. You need what you do. You need what you do. You need what you do. Everybody's important. Create a beautiful community again, that we can, you know, hold hands and go together stronger, not separated. Separated is weakness. We need to come back again. That's the new Gaia. Everyone with your creativity, with your resources, and we need everything. We need beauty, we need fashion, we need, you know, health, we need financial stuff. Like sometimes people doesn't know how to work with it. We need teachers. We need someone who does, you know, all this. I'm not good at all, like with technology. So we need, you know, I'm not.
All the
So,
tags, all the nerds out there, we need them all.
yes, we need all of you. Everyone are unique and everyone are special. So we need all of you. So we coming together with a big community with everything. Can you imagine how amazing it's gonna be New York City and gonna be this world if everybody doing your best?
We will do our best. We're getting there. I believe that we are getting there. Maybe 2050, but we are getting there.
Yeah, we have 3 years to heal consciousness. 3 years only. Goes like this.
Oh, I know. Time flies. So people, start relaxing, taking your time. And Alex, thank you so much. And please connect with Alex if you need anything else. DM me for whatever you need. And I'm gonna let you go, Alex, because I know you have to work.
Yes. Yes, I have a new client soon. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day, Alex.
I love talking to you and to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you know how to live, right, Alex?
No, I'm trying. Okay, I figured out. Okay, let me see.
Just the X? You can. She left like in a boom. Okay, so thank you so much for attending today. I think what Alex was sharing with all of us was amazing and very generous from her. Next Monday, I'm gonna fix this live thing because it's not working. It's still not working. I have this black thing in front of me, and it's just, you know, making my heart very, my life very hard. Okay, people, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next.